So Aaron Sandilands, the wild card. There he stands with Matthew Scarlett, his new opponent. And the ball back in the centre. King gets it down to Kelly, who hoists it high out wide. A chance for Gardner and Thornton. Well done, he does win his own ball. Great stuff, James Kelly. Pulls it back to the pocket. Now there's a relayed free kick, or is it a mark to McManus? It's a mark to McManus. And he did pretty well, and he marks in the back pocket.
So Fremantle full of running. And looking at a possible upset against Geelong. Their lead is 14. A long way to go in this last quarter, but if they take marks like that, they won't be beaten. McFarlane, who kicked 2 opening quarter goals, hasn't seen an enormous amount of it since, but he's been a target. 4 marks, 7 possessions, 2 goals, 1 for the day. Couldn't hit Pavlich. Hunt trying to mop up Ling, all slick movement by the Cats. Milburn took a moment, lingered till he could find someone. Ablett swoops. Ottens just couldn't get there. What a pickup. Belied his height. Back to Ablett. To Mackie. The young man, Andrew Mackie. That'll get the crowd going. It's back to 8 points at Skilled Stadium.
Well, it's good footy, wasn't it? We saw the pick-up by Ottens, but Gary Ablett just so strong on his feet, very rarely loses his feet. That is a superb pick-up by Ottens, but just watch Ablett break the tackle there. Fantastic. Set Mackie up with the handball, and a very good kick for goal.
Geelong fans finding voice at Skilled Stadium. Stephen King, the captain, to go to battle with Justin Longmuir. King gets it down. Bartel, Ling, now Kelly, who's been influential early in this final term. High to half forward. Coming out to meet it. Polak's been pretty good in the second half. Graham Polak marks at half back. Oh, it's a poor kick, although Bell's got plenty of time to go back and get the footy. A bounce, gets a good shepherd from Dodd. Delivers to half forward, and Farmer comes on a long lead.
Well, this is where he's got to get it in quickly.
Sandilands moves for him, and he kicks in the big fella's direction towards full forward, and chipping across Bartel after Sandilands is held off the footy by Scarlett. He did it subtly enough.
He did it well, Bartels.
Did Matthew Scarlett, and Bartel just chips into the pocket to Hunt. No one stands the mark, so he's able to play on. Searching kick towards Milburn. Couldn't hold on. Chance again for the Dockers. Medhurst. Handball a little too slick for Bell. Somehow he got it back to him. Got a high tackle. Play on's the call. Chance for Gardner now. Tries to knock it to his own advantage and does very well, Charlie Gardner. Then got it to Kelly. Johnson chips it short to Mackie. The Cats away here. High towards half forward. Coming out on the lead is Ottens. And they worked it superbly on the wing, Geelong, just with weight of numbers and persistence. And Brad Ottens will kick from 45 metres as good as directly in front. And Charlie Gardner was the real star there. Second and third efforts.
Good usage, wasn't it?
It certainly was. And Andrew Mackie kicked a goal and now has found Brad Ottens on a lead. And this to bring the margin back to just 2 points. Brad Ottens comes in deliberately. Here's a good look at what's in front of him. Oh, look at that through kick. It's absolutely perfect. And the Cats draw to within 2 points. So 2 in a row through Mackie and now Ottens. And just get the feeling, Steve, that it might be the Cats. They may overrun the Dockers from here.
Well, it's good ball usage, good quick hands. Cully in there. And Mackie's kick to Ottens was spot on.
The locals are starting to make plenty of noise. Geelong kicking to the scoring end have got within 2. In fact, 15 of the 23 goals for the match have been kicked left of screen. So the challenge goes back down to Peter Bell and his Fremantle team. Can they counter-attack? Jeff Farmer got 4 Geelong players to beat. He had Cook in support. A show of strength with Gary Ablett. Neutral result for the umpire. see. Let your frustrations of the week at work out on the umpire. Sandilands now in the ruck. Bell, 2-on-1. Corey Enright's built it. Pavlich. Johnson will like the boundary line. Paul Hazelby. Blood rule, I think.
Accidental head clash, I think, there with David Johnson, Hutto.
22 possessions for Hazelby. You can see he's second on the list. Behind Peter Bell, Gary Ablett, McManus and Cook. So they've got 4 of the top 5 possession winners on the ground, Fremantle.
Rover and Medhurst to come back on.
They've really had a crack. What have they got to do here, Sauce? Fremantle.
Well, I think they've just got to keep their intensity up. They've done it for most of the day, but listen, Geelong are going to have a real crack as well, but they've just got to stick to their game plan, get the ball inside to their tall targets.
Carr ineffective. Likewise, Stephen King. Kelly, he's over it. And eventually the umpire deciding on a bounce. 13, almost 14 minutes still to go in this last term. Heath Black, 13 possessions for the former Saint and former Freo player. Back with another incarnation with the Dockers. And he's on top there of Corey Enright. And Enright, ping. Frustration showing. Enright just 12 possessions today. Dived on it. It was pretty red hot. You can see why. Black sets it up to the top of the square. No one there but Bartel.
Oh, well done, Bartel. Midfielder pushing back into the hole. You don't see too many do it.
So the margin is 2. Geelong trailing, but they've got the footy and they're moving it through Shannon Burns.
He gets around Sandilands easily with a bounce. Then around Polak. Now to Ablett. Put him under a bit of pressure, but he got the 1-2 back, Shannon Burns. Wobbles the kick to half forward. Oh, Johnson got a big push. And Ottens has given away the free kick to the Fremantle defender. Black working hard back in defence, kicks it out wide. Sandilands will be looking to handball off, needs to get it on quickly, taking a lot of time, just chips it short to his captain, who marks just backward of the wing. Cameron Ling stands the mark.
What's their best avenue to goal, do you think, for Freo, Sosh, in this last quarter?
Direct. Through the corridor, get it in there quick. They've got Longmuir, McFarlane, Pavlich and Sandilands pushing down there as well.
Now Cook, certainly not moving it quickly on this occasion. It's Cook forced just to kick high towards half forward. Enright almost, McManus at the fall, can't control it, boundary throw in.
Pavlich is going to be swamped, isn't he, by Geelong defenders, so they can find another avenue to get it along the next line.
Well, that's where Farmer and Medhurst come into play.
So the ball at half forward for the Dockers. Sandilands in front, knocks it down towards Carr. Now what's happening here? Off the ball, a free kick against Peter Bell to Shannon Burns. So lucky break there for the Cats because the Dockers were away through Josh Carr as Burns kicks it high towards half forward. Bartel, clever.
Well done.
Brilliant, in fact.
He's done some good things in this game, Bartel.
One-on-one with Josh Carr. He kicks it long and high to the goal square. Ottens in good position. Johnson did well. Chance for Chapman at the fall. Left foot snap at goal. He brings it back too far and misses. So the margin now just back to the barest margin. 1 point in favour of Fremantle.
What a contest. Perhaps surprisingly. And the sun is out. That's another surprise. 79 to 78. Imagine being the man having to bring the ball back into play under this pressure. Heath Black goes as long as he can. He goes to the giant in Sandilands, but Dot from the side is the surprise packet.
Well, this is where he's got to get it moving. Down the line to Pavlich.
Well, who's got the petrol in the tank? It's a missed kick. Tough for Pavlich. In the sandwich created by Corey Enright and Jared Rook.
But he was really smart there, Pavlich. He knew it was 2-on-1s. He just had to keep possession of the ball, accept that he was going to get tackled.
King with the tap that time. Carr. Dodd. Bartel, watch out, Carr was coming. Now Ling. Hazelby. Oh, it was only a half handball.
Well
that
done,
was slick stuff from Hazelby. Sandlands to Bell. He controls the kick. The spoil was not bad at the back. Jeff Farmer. And David Johnson saw him almost to the line. But Farmer, he'll go solo. Oh, he does it. Jeff Farmer and Fremantle, with Farmer's fourth goal, have taken the lead out to 7 points. And this very small contingent of Fremantle fans are absolutely delighted with what they've seen.
That was an unbelievable passage of football. The harassment by Hazelby, the quick hit, and this bit by Jeffrey Farmer to keep the ball alive. That is what he's asked by small forwards. Keep the ball alive, give your forwards opportunities. Smart play.
Certainly was brilliant, wasn't it, from Jeffrey Farmer. And the Fremantle side, well, Geelong have looked like on a number of occasions like they're going to overrun Fremantle, but Fremantle have stood up and answered every challenge so far. Longmuir. Cook's been fantastic. High to half forward. Out comes McFarlane, spectacularly. Couldn't hold on. Now a chance for Milburn. Out wide to Enright. Just wobbles it towards the wing. Grover did very well on Burns. And the ball's still in play. Grover dives on it. Well played. Schofield. Numbers with the Dockers. Hazelby. Now Longmuir. Forced to kick quickly around the body.
McFarlane
Dodd has to stand underneath it. And will he get a free kick? He will. It was courageous from Dodd because it was an awkward ball coming in. And he just had to stand underneath it. As McFarlane comes from the ground.
He's just so reckless the way he goes about it.
Dodd. High towards half forward. David Johnson in good position. And the ball falling short. Fremantle players not alert to it. A Scarlett relieves the pressure to Hunt. Off to Bartel.
And the Cats go through the middle. Important ball to be won by Chapman. Geelong players trying to keep the forward 50 open. Cameron Ling saying, kick it to me. He was going to have a one-on-one with Ling, but instead he goes to the taller option. Ottens, Johnson got him out of the play.
Did well, Johnson.
Thornton snooked it against the line, Black. And Johnson kept on running, provided an option. A way out of defence. McManus kept his foot at least initially. Chapman boxed on. Great struggle for the ball in the wing. Now, if it wasn't too high, it should have been holding the ball.
But
It should have been holding the ball if it wasn't too high.
Should have been, but what a contest that's been today. This is where McFarlane hurt himself. Oh, but the contest between Chapman and McManus today has been a beauty.
Longmuir along the line. Pavlich. Schofield back to Pavlich. It's an open 50 for Jeff Farmer. Ball up. He's had bigger days in the past in terms of goals, Jeff Farmer, but I wonder if he's ever played such a complete game as this with all the 1%ers and the tackling. He's kicked 4 goals, he's had 17 possessions, he's had 8 marks, and he's given Fremantle a 7-point lead. Ling to Riccardi, back into the middle of the ground. Now James Kelly. Is someone running past? Yes, it's Gary Ablett. He speeds away along the wing, up to half forward. Gardner, just out of his reach. And it goes over and out. 7.5 minutes remaining. The margin is 7 points.
Extraordinary stuff down here, Hutto. Chris Connolly is coaching from the interchange bench in the final quarter. I suspect it might have something to do
with the sun.
It must have. It can be the only reason.
Charlie Gardner. So what a climax we've got to this match. It's been enthralling all day. Fremantle, criticised during the week, have had a real crack this afternoon at a venue they've never won at. Longmuir in front, taken though by Ottens. Kingsley somehow got boot the ball. Schofield, Mundy has been impressive. Bell, back to Grover's been outstanding. Mundy, they're sharing it around the Dockers. Black, now he's got a real problem. Forced to handball out wide Medhurst. concedes ground. Back to his captain, Peter Bell. Just chips back to Medhurst.
They did it well.
They did. They had nothing to go to. Geelong had got numbers back. So Medhurst now just forward of the wing. Chips towards Pavlich, who marks strongly.
Oh,
He's up and away already. Kicks inside, attacking 50. Going across, Stephen King marks. Not much on offer there in the Fremantle forward 50. And the mark taken by Gardner at centre-half back. And 50 metres.
Maybe Jeff Farmer's first real mistake.
Well, Gardner took the mark and Farmer went and claimed him when he wasn't in the contest. And there's Chris Connolly.
This is great.
Coaching from the boundary line. It's like the under-12 sauce.
well, it's ridiculous, really, to think that he has to come down from the coach's box and go down to the ground.
Ottens, was he interfered with? No, he wasn't. McManus, great tackle from Chapman. Gary Ablett. And Cook, as he's always been for the whole day, is right by his side. He's stalked him today. Ablett has come out on top with 19 possessions, but Cook's had 18, so it's been a great battle. They're battle weary. Half the coaches still up in the box. Chris Connolly trying to urge his troops on from the side of the boundary line. Over the top, Dodd got a fist to it. Burns, and the ball is over. 6.5 minutes remaining.
Oh.
Bit of suburban footy, Hutto.
Great to see. Thought you farewelled that last week. 7 points still the margin. Cats in attack. Hazelby. Pressure growing. Carr somehow got it to Black. There's a whistle. It's a Geelong free kick. It's a Geelong free kick to Brad Ottens. He was dumped. According to the umpire. Simon Meredith. And now Brad Ottens, the Cats prize recruit over the summer, who's had a fine season. He's kicked 16 goals, 8 going into today. And the pressure on Chris Connolly. He's kicked 1-1 for the day, Brad Ottens. Got some breeze behind him. We know he's a beautiful kick of the ball. Are you with him, Sauce?
I'm with him. I'm with him, Hutto.
Gets close to the man on the mark. Will it make the distance first of all? Oh, it was right on the line. Ablett, and it's conceded. So it's an even goal, the difference now.
Fremantle just got to get some more structure to their team at the moment. They've lost their forward structure up forward.
Do they need to get another goal to win Freo with 5.5 minutes to go?
I think they do. I don't think they can hold them off for 5 minutes. They've got to get some structure up forward. There's no one inside their forward 50.
Parker short to Bell after he was called to play on. Bell back to Thornton. It's too much time to just try and milk it away. They must score, you'd think. Thornton out wide. Cook still inside defensive 50 of the Dockers. There's only 4 players in the attacking half, and they're just beyond the midfield. It's Chris Connolly. Cook. Long kick towards the wing. Big pack of players almost to mark to Hazelby as we get the 5-minute warning. Kelly, Enright. Long inside attacking 50 at the back. Thornton. Chance for Gardner. Gets a handball out wide. Milburn snaps high to the pocket. Hunt's in good position here. Or interfere with the Fremantle player. Surely. No free kick. Well, that's surprising. Umpire Donlan not playing that free kick. So another behind brings the Cats to within 5 points.
Come on, say it, Hutto. Handy point.
Handy point. Well, it's 5 points the difference now. Can Fremantle defend? We're inside the last 5 minutes. Can they hold on from here? Or will they be positive even and try and score a goal? Johnson goes as long as he can. He was spotted Bell. He got away. That was brilliantly conceived by both Bell and Johnson.
They've got to get some run from their midfield, from running forward to try and create options, because it's very static at the moment for Fremantle. Not much run.
You can see the time clock. That's what they know. 24 minutes. Chris Connolly only metres away from his captain, who takes on Burns and just sends it to where there's the biggest pack of players. Longmuir! Oh, terrific grab. Now he's gone for the injury time. He had Farmer deep. Perhaps he would have been better to get it in quickly. But instead he milks the clock.
Just got to find a kick inside their forward 50.
Polak down there now as well.
Going short, Thornton now. Surely they can't just keep doing this until the end of the game. Geelong have got a man up. Mundy goes into the middle to Cook. Will he play on? No, he's going to go back. He's got plenty of leads inside 50, but also plenty of Geelong jumpers, and that's why there's men loose. They have to man up and go one-on-one. Surely they know that. This is dog. This is tension. This is great footy. This is where Geelong have got to be smart.
They've got to find one, Geelong. Now they've got one-on-one.
Umpire calls Grover on. He just blasts away. No mark. Enright. Down to Bartel. Burns. The smallest man on the ground takes the mark. And Geelong have to get the ball back to him quickly. He's got Ling forward. Listen to the crowd. Shannon Burns, hesitation. 5 points the difference. Kick it, they yell, and kick it he does. Ottens, yes, he's got it. And they go man in the bleachers. 5 points the difference. Brad Ottens.
And it was a huge grab too. Burns did very well. He wanted the tall target. He was just waiting for Ottens to push up the ground to present. Great grab, Brad Ottens.
Well, they've adopted him so far this year. If he kicks this goal, he'll be one of their own. He'll be a Geelong boy through and through, Chris O.
No doubt about that.
What a big kick. Brad Ottens. A collective groan around Skilled Stadium. 4 points in it.
Well, it's possession football now for the Dockers. Hold possession. Get a short one off. Hold possession.
Have to think there's still 2 or 3 minutes left, so plenty of time for either team to score. Blake's got it at fullback. Not much to go to. He goes wide. Burns in good position and he's marked. So Shannon Burns, 2 critical marks in the last minute. Wastes no time. Kicks it high and long towards half forward. There's an interference there. Ball to the back. Chance for Chapman. Can he get boot the ball? No, he's wrestled over the line. He's wrestled over the line. It's 1 point only. Margin, 3 points in favour of the Dockers. What an epic battle we've witnessed this afternoon. The Dockers, against the odds, have served it up to Geelong, and they're holding on by their fingernails. Parker at fullback. Time ticking down. Needs to be precise. Kicks it to a big pack. Going back, Bartel. Ball to the full. To the front of the pack. Shannon Burns again. Was he tripped? Handball. Looking for Mackie. The Dockers in on top of it. And we'll get a bounce at centre half forward.
They can't bear to watch the locals. 3 points the difference. You would think only a couple of minutes now. Chris Connolly, perhaps on the verge of one of the wins of his coaching life. Longmire over the top of it. Fremantle happy to hold it in there. And another bounce. 28 minutes ticks over. They can't hear you, Chris. He's yelling and screaming. Mark Thompson in the coach's box. 70 metres out from Geelong's goal.
They'll rush onto this, Geelong. Try and get a hit forward.
They surge. King gets the tap. Shannon Burns. Cook just blasts away to the wing. Bartel tries to get there. Pavlik straight for the boundary. Hit the boundary. And he does. Not deliberate. What do you reckon, Sauce?
No doubt he's gone for the boundary. No doubt, but he couldn't do much else.
Would have been a brave call, wouldn't it?
Oh, wouldn't. But his intention was to hit the boundary. No doubt about it.
Can't be too long left now.
29 minutes King over the top with Longmuir. Johnson, Carr, they've been magnificent, Fremantle. Pavlich, he's got it! If he kicks straight, it'll be all over.
Huge sigh of relief for Chris Connolly. He knows that if his star forward can kick this, the game is theirs.
They're already celebrating. Matthew Pavlich, he's taking a very long time. Siren, they've done it! Fremantle have done it! A deathly silence around Skilled Stadium. A massive upset. The icing on the cake for Matthew Pavlich. It matters little. He drives it home. Fremantle have won. Unbridled jubilation for the Dockers, and they deserve it. It's a memorable victory from the men in purple.
Yes, a wonderful performance. Matthew Pavlich, one of the stars of the day. Fantastic effort from him. And let's go down to Andy Marr, who's with the winning coach, Chris Connolly.
Thanks very much, Chris. Have you ever done it harder than that?
Look, it was a fantastic effort by the players, really disciplined. We've been on the scenic railway at Luna Park, ups and downs and all that type of stuff, but if we can find some consistency, it'll be very exciting at Fremantle. I'm just proud for the players and all our supporters.
Mate, to come back from an embarrassing effort like they did last week, that speaks volumes of these blokes in this group.
Yeah, it is. And here's one. Interview the player.
I will. Just one quick one. Why were you over here? Was it the sun? What was the reason you were on the bench?
Just a bit bad in the last quarter, but it'll fix up. It's a great stadium. Go grab a player, mate.
Well, good on you, Chris. Well done. I'll go grab a player as the coach has instructed me to do.
Thanks for that, Andy. Yes, the Cats, they tried valiantly, Steve. They kicked no goals, but 5 behinds in the last 17 minutes. They peppered the goals. They just couldn't find the
Well, they did. The big kick was the Brad Ottens kick, the great mark and the shot at goal, and obviously just missed the goal. But listen, this day belongs to Fremantle. They came here to play. They got off to a terrific start, and I thought they were wonderfully coached throughout the day, and their commitment for each other really stood out today.
Yes, a wonderful performance. Graham Polak there, he was certainly a strong contributor. Sean McManus back in the side. Heath back. Justin Longmuir played an important role as well. He was absolutely fantastic. And Geelong, well, as I said, they always looked as though they were going to get over the top of Fremantle, but all credit to the Fremantle Dockers here this afternoon at Skilled Stadium. Their fans pay homage to a great performance. The Dockers by 9 points. Back shortly to wrap up.